The sky's finally opening over drought-stricken New South Wales. Farmers and firefighters getting much-needed rain. The downpour will put out many of the remaining bushfires burning across the state. And after a season of devastating blazes, lives lost and properties destroyed, now warnings of flash flooding. Hundreds of millimetres predicted to fall on the Central Coast and the Greater Sydney region as the trough moves slowly south. The state's rivers also on flood watch, from the Tweed River to the Upper Nepean. As bushfire recovery efforts continue, affected areas are at risk of landslips.
In some places there's not a lot of vegetation around to stabilise the slopes. The debris may build up in the rivers, and when it gets pushed along, that elevates the risk of flash flooding.
The SES deploying more boots on the ground to help residents over the weekend.
We're asking communities to think about their preparedness and their prevention for some damage or some need for assistance, know when to act, know what your plan is.
The state's emergency services already responding to more than 600 jobs, prompting this warning from the Emergency Services Minister.
Remind motorists particularly that you should not drive through floodwaters. You wouldn't walk into a bushfire, so why would you drive through floodwaters?
Sydney is soaked. There's so much water on the roads and on the streets, causing delays for commuters and pedestrians. The heavy rain will continue along the coast until the end of the weekend, with the wet weather set to ease by Tuesday. Stella Todorovic, Sky News, Sydney.
And we will cross to the SES this morning. Meanwhile, rainfall records have been broken across northern New South Wales, a downpour causing flash flooding in some areas. Julia Bradley reports Byron Bay saw its heaviest falls in almost a century.
Locals and tourists say they've never seen rain quite like this. Cape Byron receiving up to 275 millimetres by 9 a.m. its heaviest falls in 46 years. Houses have been cut off by floodwaters, some petrol stations inaccessible, the local football club underwater.
No, we come up here every year and never seen anything like this before.
Yeah, I think it's very crazy.
Some travellers frustrated their sunny Byron Bay holiday hasn't turned out as planned.
No, it's been a while since I've been to Byron Bay, but I'm not having a lot of luck going away. We're down the coast Christmas time. We got caught out by the fires down there, and we had a holiday booked to China, and now that's been cancelled. And come up to Byron Bay, and now we get flooded. So I'm not winning.
Others are grateful our drought-stricken farmers and exhausted firefighters will be given some relief.
As long as it's raining in the right places.
I think some of it is going in the right places, which is amazing. But it's just a bit of a shock waking up to it.
Rainfall records have also been broken in Ballina, the town receiving 179 millimetres of rain, its heaviest falls in 4 years. Evans Head and Coffs Harbour also copped a drenching. Heavy rainfall is set to continue across northern New South Wales into early next week. Authorities are advising motorists to be extra cautious as flash flooding is still a major risk.